Alright, so I was having an issue where the washing machine, the weight was uneven, so it kept like rocking and hitting and banging, and then it just gave up. It wouldn't dry, it wouldn't spin until it completed. So this thing was just completely wet, everything down there was completely wet. So here's a workaround that I found to make this work. Obviously, because you have this thing in the way, you can't just put everything flat in there and evenly spread everything out. But luckily, this thing, I was able to pull this out. You can see I put all the towels and stuff all evenly, and then what I did was I took this and we just put this on top here, and you can see it holds itself in place there, and then we just started the spin cycle doing this. So we'll turn this on. Alright, you can't see now because of the glare, but we'll do drain and spin. Depending on your device, you might have to push it a different way, but here you can see now it says on, drain and spin is on, medium, 11 minutes, okay, and then I gotta hold this to start. Actually, I'm gonna try and make it spin fast speed now to see what happens. So we'll turn the spin on. Okay, you can see it's asking the speed. I'm gonna set this to fast just to show that it can be evenly done like this. And we're gonna press and hold to start, and I don't know if you can see in there, but oh, there you go. Okay, and there you can see inside. So this thing makes me wait 11 minutes, sadly. So we're gonna have to wait 11 minutes, or is it 11 minutes or seconds? I think it's minutes. So we're gonna wait 11 minutes, and yeah, I'll be back once it starts spinning so you can see it going. Or is it starting? Oh, it's already starting. You can see it's giving me time to like throw more stuff in here if I need to. I don't need to throw anything else in there, so we'll just wait for it. Alright, oops. Opening that made it pause, so now it says add garment, 10 minutes. Now it went back to 11 minutes. Why? Alright, I guess it's going to do its thing spinning to detect if it's okay. And then it will do like some slower speed spinning and then spin faster and faster until it's spinning at its full speed. Alright, and the reason why it gets uneven load and wobbles like that is because some of the, not really clothes, but whatever you put in here, garments or whatever, they soak up different amounts of water, and if one thing is holding a lot more water than the other, then the weight will be very uneven. Or if you have more stuff on one side than the other, then it will, all the water will be pulled more on one side, and when it spins, the weight will make the heavier stuff go towards the outside. And as you can see right now, it's pretty evenly loaded because we put that centered on top. And I mean, if you're using a pillow or something, it's going to be very hard to just stand it straight on top. So it really depends, I guess, what kind of item you have. If you do have a pillow, you can try and like put it flat and just have it like so the sides of the pillow are resting against the outside. If it's a long enough pillow, then you'll probably be okay with that. If it's towels or jeans or something, you can just rest them on top of that post, and then as it spins, water will come out. And the good thing with that is after enough water comes out, the thing will get lighter, and if you really wanted to, you can like shove them down back into the sides, and hopefully that will make the load even enough. So if you have one item that's a lot heavier, you can put it over there, and then all the small stuff you can like shove into the other side. But this is the method I found to make it so I could actually continue using this even with it fully wet and not have to worry about it. You can see it's gonna spin, and it says 9 minutes, but it's gonna spin over here pretty fast already. You can see how much it's wobbling, nowhere near as bad as it was doing before. And that's how you can put like large uneven load items in the washer to spin cycle dry, or not really dry, but spin the water out. Okay, because you don't want to put a wet soaked item into your dryer. The dryer's not designed to pull all that water out, right? It's designed to just blow air and tumble it and get any remaining water that couldn't get thrown out of this by spinning it. And the faster the thing goes, obviously the water will get pulled out. Okay, you can see it's spinning pretty fast already. Alright. And yeah, you can see it's pretty even load. It's not shaking very much at all. And because it slowly spins up, it can sit on top of that post and spin around. Good thing, if it tries to spin quick right away, then obviously it won't work because it will just spin around underneath there. But as you can see, because it it gradually increases speed, then we are able to actually spin cycle dry this thing. And that, again, it pulls all the moisture out towards the outer edges of where it's spinning. If you've ever spun something around really fast, all the liquids and stuff go to the outside. So even I do this thing with ketchup bottles and stuff. When you can't get the ketchup out, you don't want to shake the ketchup. What you do is you hold it, and then you make the lid pointing outwards, and you just spin really fast in a circle, and all the liquid will go towards the outside or whatever's pointing outwards. So I hold a bottle and I just swing my arm around like in a circle, and while holding the bottle, and all the ketchup or condiments like mustard, whatever's in the bottle, will go towards the tip because I point the tip outwards. And that's a great way to use, I guess, physics, science to make stuff work like this. So here you can see it's just barely wobbling. You can see it says it's gonna spin for another 7 minutes. Okay, and you can see it's spinning super fast now. I mean, it is vibrating a bit, but that happens no matter what, like whatever clothes you have in there. And this is on fast speed. I set it on the high speed, and actually the high speed is the faster you spin it, the more water is going to come out of the stuff that's in here. So if you're trying to dry something out really well, set it on the higher speeds, and you're more likely going to be able to get all the moisture out. What is going on in there? I've never seen that before. Alright, some of the fluff came out. My dog was like destroying their plushie, and then the fluff came out and I couldn't get it all out of everything. So, but yeah, here you go, and you can see 6 minutes left, and it's spinning super fast. Once this finishes, it's gonna be like a lot more dry. Alright, so I started this earlier on medium, but before, this thing was completely soaked. It was very heavy. So if doing fast speed causes it to like wobble and stop, try and slow it down, do that, and then once you finish that, you can put it again and do a faster spin cycle, and that way it'll be a lot drier when you take it out. Okay, so that way your dryer is not trying to get like actual puddles of water out of the clothes. Alright, so yeah, you can see it's going 5 more minutes. I don't think anyone wants to really watch the entire spin cycle. You can fast forward over if you want, obviously. I'm gonna let it keep spinning. It's only 5 more minutes, and we'll see. But you can see it's running at full speed. Maybe I should go get something to kind of wipe this. I don't know, somebody spilled some stuff on here. It's kind of gross. Well, I'll do it later once this is done. I think some soap kind of dripped on it because the bottle here leaked. But you can see 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, still spinning. Spinning at super high speeds, and it's really, really even. Okay. And then we're gonna look at the item underneath and see how it looks. I feel like someone should make a tray that you can just stick on top of this circle piece to put items that are not very even to do this kind of thing and hold it in place. Maybe with some like grippy box that you can close on top, because all the water will just fly out to the sides anyways, but you need something that can hold the item in place so it's not getting messed up. But you can see it's spinning super fast. Alright, says 4 more minutes. Getting there. And after this finishes, it's going to be a lot drier. Okay, I was a little worried washing this thing because this is the first time I've done this kind of trick. Alright, usually I don't do this kind of trick to get this thing spinning like that, but I had an emergency. I needed to get it done. So I thought about it. I figured there's a lot of empty space up here, so let me give it a try, and you can see it's working really well. The only thing is, if the item is too tall, you don't want water going up into this area because you want it going down into the drum and spinning out. Okay, so yeah, keep that in mind. You don't want the item too high above this circle or that post. So yeah, like if you were to use something like a giant plushie or something, I don't know, it's gonna stick out, and then you don't want it rubbing on this piece either because this piece doesn't move. right? The rubber piece up here doesn't move. So if something gets caught and starts hitting that rubber piece while spinning really fast, you're gonna melt whatever item. You can damage this rubber piece. So make sure it's below this rubber piece, okay? You can do blankets and towels if you want, but normally you can just wrap them around the posts more evenly. But if it's something uneven like a blanket or something, you can even just fold it into a square and then put it on top there. It doesn't technically have to be a square, as long as, like, even if it's just side by side like that, as long as it's even, you should be okay. Pillows I feel would be the hardest, but just because they're fluffy. But if you can like push the pillow to make kind of a little divot so it can kind of cup around there, then you should be okay. But as it spins really fast, the pillow will kind of open up like this. If it's even enough, you should be fine. And again, if it's just like hitting the walls like this, then you'll also be okay. So this thing is nice size to where it's kind of like fits perfectly on the top of there and allows it to spin without flying off the post. You can see we have another 2 minutes. Okay. And it's almost done. It's slowing down. Right, it says 2 more minutes, but it's already slowing down. You can see it's wobbling less. Slowing down. I guess the 2 minutes is for it to finish slowing down, because it basically just turns the motor off. And then once it goes slow enough, the door will unlock and we can open it up and take a look. And these spots are like water spot shadows. It's not actually like black under there. Those are the shadows. I don't know if you can. Let me see if I turn off the light. Still. We'll see. Well, once this is done, then we can open it and you can take a look. You can see 1 more minute spinning. It's going slower and slower. Okay. Oh, actually it's spinning up again. What is going on? Or is it using the motor to slow it down? You can see it's slowing down, and I guess it used the motor to slow it down. Right, it still says 1 minute spinning. I think it should be just about done. Oh, it's actually unlocked already. I didn't want to pull it all the way up, but completely stopped spinning. Washing completed. Okay. What is it? Oh, now it's draining any water that it got out of it. Okay, that sound is it's using the pump to pull the water out. Should be already done. I don't know. I'll wait till it's done. Okay, now it's complete. Okay, so here we go. This is what it looks like, and there's some water out on the edges, but it's a lot drier now, and I should be able to throw this in the dryer without any issues. I also got the towels and stuff as well. So yeah, that's a trick that I just learned that I figured I'd share. Hopefully this helps other people. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.